this is Domestic Felicity, and today we're going to be making an easy flower hair clip. For this, I'm going to be using an old granny's shirt. These are usually made out of polyester. You want to check what the fabric's made out of and make sure that it is 100% polyester. I've found also that the texture matters. When I feel this, it isn't really slippery. There are some fabrics that are really shiny and slippery, and they're not going to curl like a flower petal, as well as one that's woven and is kind of rougher feeling. A candle, a glue gun, a hair clip and some felt, and some elastic if you want to make a headband. Though you do want to choose attractive elastic. This is just regular 1/2" elastic, and you don't want to use it for a headband. I'm just going to be using it for demonstration purposes. At your local craft store, you can buy really cute headband elastic, the lacy kind, and that stretches. We're gonna lay out our granny shirt, and then I like to start where the seam is because you never know what you might also want to use the shirt for. So we're gonna conserve as much of the fabric as possible. Just gonna come up along the seam. I'm gonna cut out a rectangle so that it's easier to work with. And I found the most tedious part of making flowers is cutting out each circle individually. You don't need to do that. We're just gonna fold it so that we have 3 layers here. And I'm gonna cut out some larger circles and then some smaller circles and then a few really small circles. I like to make the big oversized flowers. You can make them any size that you'd like. Okay, at this point, just wanna clip them a little bit. It's okay if they're different sized, and if you don't want too many that are the same size, now is the time to pick 1 or 2 of them and trim them down so that your flower gradually reduces in size. You're just gonna keep going until you have about as many as you think you need. I like to have 7 or 8 layers to mine. Next, using your candle, we're going to take our circle and hold it close to the flame. This part takes just a little bit of practice because it's easy to singe your fabric and get little black marks. You want to melt the edges until they curl. Using a soy candle helps, especially if it's from a local crafter benefiting local businesses. It produces a lot less soot, and I find that it doesn't bother me to breathe in the fumes from it. This candle was made by Hanna at HEH Crafts. She really knows what she's doing when it comes to soy candles, and also she makes soaps that I don't even use shampoo on my boy's hair anymore. I just use her soap all over, and they have nice healthy hair without all those chemical additives. The same thing for the candles too. They don't have nearly as many chemicals, and they burn really nice and clean. So as you go around using the candle, it's gonna seal the ends so that your fabric doesn't fray, and it's also going to cause the ends to curl up. This only happens with polyester. Sometimes it can be confusing and you pick up a shirt that you think is polyester and you check it and then it's silk. It's important that it's 100% polyester, not blend. Other things will catch fire. Now that we have all the layers of our flower done, we're going to start gluing them together. Using our glue gun, we just put a dab there. We're gonna do this for each layer. So think before you lay it down because you can't really pull it up very well. So I've got kind of oblong pieces here, and I'm gonna overlap them so that the longer ends are on either side. Just keep putting a dot of glue down and placing your layers. Now for my last one, I'm gonna kind of fold it in so that it puffs up a little bit. You can either put a button there, or you can make your fabric so that it kind of ends like a rose would end, kind of folded in on itself. So I'm gonna put just a really tiny dab of glue on the inside and fold my fabric in. So now what I like to do, especially if your flower is large, is the last 2 layers, go through and just put a couple small dots of glue. It does not take much at all. This is gonna help your flower not be so floppy. Now lastly, we're going to put the clip on. I'm gonna use my round piece of felt, and you could use 2 pieces of felt if you'd like to, or just a small piece of felt. I like, for a large flower, a larger piece of felt. It adds stability to the flower because otherwise it does get kind of floppy. So I'm going to fold my felt in half and put 2 small slits fairly close together, maybe like a 1/2 inch apart, really small ones. Now, taking my clip, I'm going to slide it through the 2 slits that I just cut. This is going to create a place for your clip to attach. Now, using my glue gun, I'm going to put a liberal amount of glue on the back and then clip side up. Just going to place it on there. I'm going to press it pretty firmly. Watch out for the glue. Trying to peek through there. Now I'm going to go around and place just small amounts of glue to secure the edge. If you're making a smaller flower, you don't need nearly this much felt. I find that using a large piece of felt is really helpful in making a large flower stable. Now let's pretend that we have attractive elastic and you want to make a headband for your flower clips. So you're gonna measure around your baby's head and pull it kind of tight but comfortably so. Once you have it measured, let's clip off the extra elastic. Then I have this little rectangle here. Being certain that your elastic is not twisted, I'm gonna lay it flat. And we want just enough felt to go around. So I'm gonna clip off my extra here. Put some glue on the felt. Be really careful. Next, we're gonna put some more glue on top of the elastic and fold our ends in. Now you have a soft closure for your headband that you can place any flowers on. And there you go. Putting your flower on a clip instead of just directly on a headband allows you the choice of either wearing it on a headband or just clipped in your hair. It makes for a really versatile piece, especially when your baby grows out of the headband. You can visit us at domesticfelicity.com for this video and more. And also tell us what's your favorite way to make a fabric flower or your use for it. Thanks for watching. Other things will catch fire or just kind of, what's the word that I'm looking for? Burn. But for smaller flowers, just something. Stop, it is so hot. I hate glue guns. And there you go.
Okay, put it on.
You're such a jackass. I hate you, and I hate that this is rolling.